G'day members, got another video for you today. Dean and I on the street again, and we're going to be asking some questions to some people. But wait, where are we? That's right, we're here at Investmentor headquarters, and we're going to be asking the staff here. So let's go. I got a few questions I want to ask them about wealth habits, so I'm very excited for that. Let's go. Hey everyone. Hello Bruce.
Yo.
How you going?
Great. Fantastic.
I want to ask you a question, Bruce.
Go for it.
What would you say is your most successful wealth habit?
All right. My most successful wealth habit is being able to make decisions very, very quickly. I'm the type of person that when I see an opportunity, I go for it. It doesn't always work out, okay? But when it does work out, it works out big. If there's an opportunity that comes along, let's say, for example, a great property deal or, some great investment, literally don't sit on it. Don't sit and wait. Because if you do, you lose it.
All right, we got John, another mo bro, like in the mo.
Concrete.
What's your most successful wealth habit?
Go to the toilet twice a day.
And how does that impact your wealth?
Because you get to think.
Success. We've got Dre here. Hello, Dre.
Hi.
What is your most successful wealth habit?
I feel being disciplined is a key habit. Being disciplined in many aspects, where you spend your time, what you spend your money on, just having all those different disciplines in place can really not only help you establish wealth, but also build your wealth as well.
Do you have an example of discipline that you use in your own life?
Yeah, for me, when it comes to finance, I'm a stickler for a good budget. So I'm very disciplined when it comes to my budget, knowing, where I'm spending my money, making sure I'm not going over budget and things like that. We can all get excited, especially when it comes to summer, going out socializing, but it's really key to just make sure that your budget still remains intact.
I need you to help me write a budget because I definitely don't have one.
Happy to.
Thanks, Dre. We got Danny. Hello, Danny.
Hey Jacob, how you doing?
What would you say is your most successful wealth habit?
One of the most important wealth habits is savings. So you've got to ask yourself the question, do you really need it right now?
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it.
That's the question that I usually ask myself. Yes, of course, you have your necessities, everyday expenses, which is mandatory, but there are some stuff out there that it's more like a want than a need. So you've got to differentiate and understand what's a need compared to a want.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Danny.
Yeah.
John, what is your most successful wealth habit?
I don't know if you call it successful, Jacob, but I can tell you habits that I found useful to me. Number one, the habit of not allowing negative news or negative anything at the start of your day try to impact your day. A lot of people go out, read the news or read the newspaper, or watch articles, whatever, and that's been driven into their head in the beginning. So if you see very negative stuff, which most news stuff is negative, imagine how your day starts.
Negative.
So you walk out of your house and all you've heard or read is about interest rates have gone up, people are mortgage stress, people are forced to sell. All of this is just fed into your head. If you go out there and just be a blank slate for the day and try to make that day the best day you can do without any other outside forces, I found that useful to me.
I feel like that's good life advice in general, right? Make that day the best day it can be. Hey, Ace, can I interview you?
Definitely not.
Okay. Let's go downstairs, see who's down there. Oh, we got Alina and Audrey.
Hello.
Okay, I got a question for you both.
Sure.
What would you say is your most successful wealth habit?
Action. I'm a very quick action person. That's my strength. I actually wasted, I think, 10 years in my career time that I pay a lot of tax. I earned decent income. I just only bought my house, and then only after when I started investing, that was 10 years later. I realized that I actually should have acted earlier, but I haven't. So immediately I just, make a plan. And then decided to settle one property every year or every other year. And I made it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Aline?
I totally agree with Audrey, and I think it's the courage and the discipline, because you can't have a fear. Like I remember someone told me our human being brain is designed by keep you safe, but not taking a risk. If you have this fear, you feel, oh, it's too risky, you never ever do anything. So I lost $2 million property bros because I was so scared. I couldn't take action, lost one. I couldn't take action, lost one. So, and then I realized, okay, I have to get it done. Just do it, right? We can make a mistake, that's okay. But when you keep doing it, which is a discipline, and you will get there. Because if I don't do it, I know I'm keep losing the opportunity, right? 2 million, 4 million, 6 million.
For me, it's just very lucky that I came across another mom. So she, at the time that she had 2 babies and she had 5 properties. And I looked at her and I looked at myself, I thought, you know, if she could do it, I could do that as well. So I think that she actually triggered my desire, my drive. I just started immediately. It's really important to actually come across the right, the right people. Yeah, so who have done it before, who can share with you, who can guide you through. Yeah, it was just, at the time I just feel very lucky.
I got Priscilla here. Hello, Priscilla.
Hi everyone.
What would you say is your most successful wealth habit?
Whoa, make a decision, take action. Don't procrastinate. Well, I'll give you 3.
Can you give me an example of how you've used those 3 in your own life?
As an amateur investor, you do actually sit on the fence for a long time. So I actually reflected on my own, experience of purchasing a first investment property. Back in that time, there was, no GUAN, no Investmentor. We didn't even need internet at the time. So we actually write down all the open homes. And then what we really realized that when we spent like 10 months to try to look for a property, and the one that we ended up purchasing is actually a lot worse and more expensive than the first one that actually we looked at. So obviously it's about, do your research and do your due diligence, but it's about having the gut and also the courage to make the decision forward.
Hey, Tony. Can I ask you a question?
No.
All right, let's see if we can ask anyone else a question. Oh, there's Luke. Let's ask him. Luke, can we ask you a question? Luke! Okay, Luke, please tell me, what is your most successful wealth habit?
My most successful wealth habit? Well, I'll tell you what I've done is align myself with really successful people that are just far, far, far better than what I could even physically imagine before. Just observing everything they do, the decisions they make, what markets they invest in, how they use their wealth, how they save, how they spend, and then duplicating it. It's easier said than done, but if you really pay attention, it is possible.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Luke.
Thanks, bud.
All right, Tony, what is your most successful wealth habit?
Invest first, spend second. Whenever you have spare money lying around, think of how you can invest it as a priority. Typical what I do is I'll put in the share market, or if I have a big enough deposit, obviously plan for my next property purchase. Because the temptation is always get something like a luxury item, or maybe for overseas holiday. That's probably the most important one, because once you spend that money, it's gone forever and you take time to get it back. But once you put it towards an investment, that money actually doesn't go away. It stays and generates more for you. That's the difference. And what's more important is it takes a lot more time to get that money back, to bring you back to that position. So I think that's the thing that most people don't think about. Today, just to give you an example, today is a very good day in the share market. I have made $6,000
in one day.
In one day. In the share market.
Holy shit.
Just one day. So things like that can happen. But if I never put that money in the share market in the first place, I would never be in that position. And that would never happen.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? We had a good laugh. We learned a few things. Thanks so much for watching, members. I hope you learned a lot from that one. Please comment below your wealth habits. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you like this video, please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thanks so much. We'll see you again in the next one.
Like and subscribe.